On many occasions, a great game will come along that will sell modestly, go ignored by the mainstream audience, and of course, cement its place with a cult following. The game I speak of is Culdcept Saga, released in 2008 in the United States for the Xbox 360. Developer Omiyasoft created this strategy/board game hybrid in 1997. The series has been seen across many systems, including the Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, and most recently the Nintendo DS. Culdcept's concept is most often described as Magic the Gathering meets Monopoly, and well, frankly, I couldn't think of a more fitting way to sum up the series. You start off by creating a scepter. Scepters are characters that have the special power of summoning creatures and casting spells. Story mode is where your journey begins. Each battle pits you against an opponent on a board, otherwise known as a map, and you take turns rolling the die, summoning creatures to own land, invading opponent's land by pitting your creature against theirs, passing forts and reaching the castle for your magic bonus, all with the purpose of reaching the magic goal and winning the match. Sounds simple, no? Well, no, it's not all that simple. I have to stress that this game is not for casuals. It takes time and dedication to learn the ropes, and eventually become a pro. Never in my life have I experienced a game that really overloads your brain with strategy. Many of the reviewers out there complain about the matches, which can sometimes go over 2 hours. Now, even I'll admit that's long. But then again, the same people bitch and moan about games being too damn short. I say, suck it up, jackasses, because unlike a large portion of games out there today, the length of this one is more than worth it. With 40 different maps, each uniquely designed, the strategic possibilities are endless. There are 482 beautifully illustrated cards, all of which can be obtained by playing the game. There are item cards, spell cards, and creature cards. Each creature card has its own strength, HP, and summon cost. Some creatures only cost 40 G, and some require you to own one or more pieces of that land that matches the creature's element. The elements are Earth, Wind, Fire, and Water, and Neutral, respectively. New to this version of Culdcept are dual element cards, which is pretty self-explanatory. Immediate, which lets you use a territory command on the newly summoned creature right away, and double cast, which allows you to cast the spell immediately after the previous one was just cast. The cards have an astounding amount of depth, which make this game one of the most balanced I have ever played. Win or lose, no worries, you'll get some new cards to add to your arsenal. With each deck having up to 50 cards, you can mix and match to find which mix works for you. Online play is also present, though not mandatory to get new cards. There are plenty of achievements too, which adds a ton of replay value. As if there wasn't enough already. You can play online or offline, one-on-one battles, three-way matches, 2-on-1, 2-on-2, and even 3-on-1. The online community is one of the best I have ever encountered. Graphics have been upgraded from 2D sprites to 3D polygons, and while they aren't the quality of most current titles out there, they are literally the least important or noticeable thing about this game. The developers spent the majority of the time and effort where it truly mattered, the gameplay. The soundtrack is really amazing as well, with each score perfectly setting the mood for each battle. Each map has 2 songs, and when you're halfway to your magic goal, the music will switch up to its second track to let you know. There are so many tracks that the official soundtrack is 4 CDs long. And quite a wonderful listen if you ask me. If you're having trouble with the game and you want to improve, no problem. Head over to culdceptcentral.com, which is truly a haven for Culdcept fans. Everything you could ever want to learn is present on the site, with helpful tutorials, card guides, a great forum for players to share their decks, and they even have online tournaments. I am a proud member of this community, and I consider this site to be the ultimate Culdcept strategy guide. Don't ever get discouraged playing this game. Always keep one phrase in mind while playing, because it's never been more true. It ain't over till it's over. Now listen, I could orally satiate this game all night long. There simply isn't enough time to explain the amount of depth and strategy in this game. It's something that truly needs to be experienced to be completely appreciated and understood. So I'll wrap this up by saying this. If you want a game that truly makes you think and keeps you on your toes, if you crave that mental stimulation that makes you feel incredibly accomplished upon a hard-fought victory, that you find it damn near impossible to put the controller down, then pick up Culdcept Saga for the Xbox 360, my personal favorite drug. Rhythm Tengoku, or Rhythm Heaven Wii as it's known in the States, or even Rhythm Paradise Wii for those of you in Europe, is, as the title suggests, a rhythm game. Released July 21st, 2011 in Japan by Nintendo and TNX, Rhythm Heaven Wii is the third game in this series, and comes complete with very catchy music, extreme enjoyability, challenge, and much hilarity. Whether it's tambourine lessons from an adorable monkey, to playing badminton in the sky while piloting an airplane, to rapping about love, Rhythm Heaven Wii delivers on all cylinders of your gaming bone. It's a very casual-friendly game as well. All you need is some rhythm so you can keep the beat. The game is played with the Wii remote held vertically, and the A and occasional combo of A and B are the only buttons you will need. Easy control scheme, no motion controls, thank God. Well, at least none that are required. Before each stage, you will have a practice tutorial to show you how that particular stage is played. Then it's right to the full level. Aside from a good rhythm, memorization is the key to success. After the stage is finished, you'll be graded with either a superb, just okay, okay, or a try again rank. Clearing stages will award you with a medal, along with the occasional shot at getting a 3-chance perfect award. There are 10 panels of games, each consisting of 4 stages and a remix stage, the latter of which is a medley of the previous 4 stages. There's lots to challenge and conquer. My personal favorites are the wrestler, the tambourine playing monkey, just love that bastard, and the dancing seals. There are endless games as well, which let you go for a high score, and even a handful of stages from the original Game Boy Advance game have been thrown in for you to unlock, for even more entertainment. Extra bonus modes let you listen to various songs, have drum lessons, and much more. There's also a 2-player mode, which only consists of 8 stages, but has a great amount of endless 2-player games as well. The stages do get crazy with the difficulty later in the game, I'm not gonna lie, but practice makes perfect as always. You will find yourself hooked and humming the tunes in the game in no time. This is the type of game for hardcore rhythm fans, as well as casuals who want to get a big group of friends together and laugh at how horrible each one is doing until they finally get it right. Simply put, this game can appeal to anyone. And much like Culdcept Saga's official soundtrack, this one is going to be 4-disc as well. Yikes. A US release is slated for the 4th quarter of 2011, with a Europe release not far behind. The game is kicking ass in the Japanese sales charts, and is getting great reviews all around. The Wii still has some great titles on the way, and this is one that you don't want to miss out on. Sonic, oh dear God, Sonic. You've let me down so many times. So why do I keep reviewing your games? Well, I guess it's quite simple, really. I, like the majority of Sonic fans that have been burned in the past by Sega, still hold out hope that a Sonic title will come out and not be mediocre or stank ass. Well, Sonic Colors for the Wii and Nintendo DS is a breath of fresh air, thankfully. You play as Sonic, and only Sonic, and as always, Dr. Eggman is up to no good and you must stop him, you all know the drill. Eggman has kidnapped an alien race this time to help him with this scheme, so it's kinda different, but not really. The gameplay is a perfect fusion of third-person gameplay and classic side-scrolling Sonic action, you know, the kind that most of us grew up on. The gameplay does add a twist in the form of Wisp. The Wisp are little aliens that give Sonic various powers and abilities. The abilities range from Cyan Laser, Orange Rocket, Yellow Drill, and many more. There are even wisps that are exclusive to the Wii version of the game, such as the Violet Void, which gives you the power to float and inhale objects. There is a map which you travel to and from your destination. The areas consist of a Candyland, an amusement park, an alien planet, and even a deep sea paradise. Each zone in each area runs on the grading system, which we've all become accustomed to now. Finding special red star coins and clearing zones in a timely fashion awards you a much better grade. As you can clearly see by my personal grades, I'm not very good at this game. The graphics are amazing. Sonic Colors takes place in a beautiful world with tons of colors and lights and much to explore. Easily one of the best looking Sonic games to date. Again, my opinion. The music, aside from the opening cinematic track, which I'm so sick of these god-awful tracks that sound like generic Green Day crap on video games. Anywho, the soundtrack for this game really blew me away. In my opinion, it almost ties with Sonic Adventure 2 for my all-time favorite soundtrack of the Sonic series. I'm probably in the minority of people who actually enjoyed the Sonic Adventure 2 vocal tracks, especially the ones for the Knuckles levels. Well, this game isn't perfect. It certainly has its flaws. For instance, the controls. They aren't always on your side. On occasion, the controls will be unresponsive, causing you lots of cheap deaths and lots of cheap hits as well. Speaking of deaths, better get used to seeing them a lot, unless you are a Sonic Pro. The controls, as well as a handful of the stages being oddly designed, can cause problems down the line. The game can be played with any and all supported Wii controller types. I recommend the Classic controller or the GameCube controller. The story is decent, but well written. Lots of funny dialogue in this one with some really great voice acting. There are also some bonus modes, like the 8-bit challenge, which has a bunch of extra stages with plain graphics and 8-bit versions of the various areas in the game. Major props to Sega for showing 8-bit music fans some love. This mode also has 2-player support. Sonic Colors is more pro than con, much more, and it's a gigantic step up for the series. No swords, no werewolves, no kissing moderately attractive white chicks, Super Sonic is still kick-ass, and the damn game came with a pre-order of a ridiculous looking Sonic hat. See? It's absurd looking on me. Sonic Colors is a step in the right direction. Let's just pray that Sega has finally learned its lesson, and that the upcoming Sonic Generations is another hit for the series. Well, that wraps up another episode of KGR. Be sure to tune in for the next episode. In the meantime, I gotta get back to playing some Catherine. Did I just spoil one of the games for the next episode? Maybe not. We'll see. Until next time, game on.